This is my Honda Civic FK2 Type R, and in the past few videos we have put on some upgrades to improve the performance of this car. But what we're ultimately here for today is to answer the question, is it too loud to live with? So yes, in the past few videos I've been putting on some mods to this car, and I've had a few of you message me to say, what is the car sounding like now? Is it too hard to live with? Is it too noisy? Because on the previous videos some people have said it sounds quite rowdy. Now before we go for a drive, I'm just going to run over, for anyone new here, the mods that are on the car. Now the first mod, as you can see, is the Injen intake, and it is the cheaper option over the e-Venturi, with this being about £350, whereas the e-Venturi is about £1,200. But I'm not going to lie, the Injen does sound absolutely amazing. Now the other two mods that you can't see are around the back here, and they are exhaust mods, because we have a Cobra Sports cat on the car and also a Tegiwa B pipe. Now finally we did get the car mapped, and you'll see that in the previous video that the car didn't make the power that we thought it was going to make. But we did cover some points in there on why that could be and what the plan is moving forward. But what we have done is, me and Gary have sent the file back to the mappers, and they've given us a little bit of a tweak, so we've got a little bit more top end. So today we're also going to be able to see how that has improved the performance on the car with just generally how it feels. So with all said and done, there's only one more thing to do. Let's hop in the car and go give it a blast and see how it sounds. So like I say, some of you have been asking about what the car sounds like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you first startup as well, so you can hear what it's like in the cabin. Because some people say that that Tegiwa B pipe is quite loud, and then when you add the sports cat it's too rowdy. But here we go, first startup. I wouldn't even know it's on there. And if I open the windows, wouldn't even know it's on there. But let's go for a drive and let's see how it sounds. You can tell it's there. Definitely you can. So I'm doing third gear at 30. And there's a little bit of, like, say, I don't know, drone a little bit. But if I put my foot down, little bit of wheel spin as well. So that was what, 30, about 35, 40-ish I think in third, and it was spinning wheels. So the map has definitely done something as well, but you can definitely hear it. But I'm doing what, 40 in fourth right now. If I drop that into fifth, like, all right, you get the odd little burr a little bit, but it's not like really drony. I've seen a lot of people say that this exhaust, especially the Tegiwa B pipe, people saying I had to take it off because it was so much drone. And I've, since having it and driving it a little bit, I've not massively noticed a lot, especially if you drive it the right way. Second gear, pull. 20 to 60, really quick. Wow. So that new map is definitely different. It's given me a little bit more top end. As I've said in a previous video, don't have a clue what power we're now making with the second map, but the plan is to go to a different dyno and get the car put on there just to see what it's like. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull onto dual carriageway, and I'm going to do like some driving at 70, because I think ultimately a lot of people want to know, all right, you're going to hear it when you're blasting it, we know that, but what's it like when you're on a dual carriageway ultimately and you're cruising at, say, 60, 70, something like that, normal, just day-to-day driving. It is rowdy. It is quite loud. So I'm in fourth, so that's not really going to count. So let's go 60 in sixth. 62. So that's where I am right now. If we pick it up to 70, you're gonna get a little bit going up, right? But now I'm at 70 and I'm doing what, like 6th gear, 67, let's push up a bit more. That's 70. Like, alright, you can tell it's there, but it's not horrendous. Like, there you go, 69, 68. To me, that's fine, and I know everyone is different, but I wanted to do this because I know some of you are kind of asking me, whoa, well done for indicating. What an absolute idiot. What the heck? What lane are you in? Seriously, don't come on the NDR if you live near Norfolk or if you're in Norwich. Wow. Wow. I knew it. I just knew that I was going to do this today and there were going to be idiots on the road. 55, 4th gear, cheeky pull. So good. Sounds insane. It does sound really, really good. I can definitely tell the power's there, and if you don't know about these cars, they actually have a built-in boost gauge. I think mine, I've seen mine now tweaking up to like 1.7 bar, which is good, you know, that's kind of what we were hoping for. But let's go into another bit of a cruise, because like I say, some of you, it's the main thing people say, what's it like with daily driving? And this is a daily car for me. So that's 70 there. Look at that, 70, 67, 68. If I had my music on, which I do normally, I wouldn't know that I have that exhaust change. That's 68 in 6th. And with roughly this type of driving, I've been getting like 40 mpg out of the car. But I put my foot down, you get all the intake noises, which is absolutely insane. But in reality, it's not actually that bad. And the car is quick. Right, I've come off the dual carriageway because I can't deal with the idiots on there. I'm going to drop the windows, I'm going to give you a bit of a blast, because it is loud. 3rd gear pull. There is a point where it's like just over 3,500 revs, where when you put your foot down, it goes from like, that's a bit of a noisy exhaust, to like, that's just really ASBO. See if I can get it again. Yeah, it's like, bring the windows up. It's definitely like 3k RPM. It's so savage, the exhaust. And if you're going through like a village, I'm really careful with how I drive it, because it's suddenly like, that's not too bad, and then you put your foot down at like 3,000 and it is literally like, you know those classic Hondas that we all love, where they put their foot down and they make all the noise but they go nowhere. They've got a big exhaust on the back, big dustbin exhaust, and put the foot down and you just get that, but they don't go anywhere. That's the kind of noise that you get. You just suddenly get that for like maybe a second, and then it drops off, and then if you keep going to VTEC, it kicks back in again. Once you start to learn the car, you kind of know when that is, and obviously then when to drive like sensibly, like driving through a village, annoying people with their dogs and stuff. I don't want to be annoying them and whatnot, but yeah, otherwise just go and have fun with it. So honestly, for me, I don't think it's too bad. I'm in 6th gear right now and I'm doing 50, and I've had like cars that are don't even have an exhaust, and they sound just like how they do now. Like, this sounds fine to me. I don't see a problem, and I've been driving it daily, and honestly, from what others said to me, Sports Cat with the B pipe, people said those two things is going to be way too loud, and you wouldn't be able to put up with it. Like, let me know how you go in 6 months. I'm fine with it. I think and I'm fine with it because I think you learn how to drive your car. It's the same with the Evo. People say to me the Evo is really loud, but I've learned how to drive it, and we've done 5-6 hour drives to Wales. We're planning to do Europe next year. I'd love to do more long drives with this. You learn to drive it, you put your music on. I don't even honestly realise that the exhaust is a massive issue, personally. Like, that's what I found with the car. But on other notes, it is quick, really quick. But I wouldn't say it's any more personally than the Evo, unless you hit that sweet spot that I said about. Oh look, McLaren. Unless you hit that sweet spot that I said about, where you're like, oh yeah, I noticed that. Like that, if you hit that spot whilst you're in the village, everybody's gonna know about it. What she's really truly made for. So good. Sounds so good. We'll drop a gear, maybe 2. Oh, she's spinning. Oh my gosh, this is quick. Wow. So quick. It is so quick. I'm going to say this now. We've made a slight tweak to the map, and if you saw the mapping video, we only made 225 horsepower. No, this car is quicker than 325 horsepower. I am telling you right now, this car is not making only 19 more horsepower than stock. No way, no chance. No way is this car only making 325 horsepower. It is insane how quick this feels, and it's definitely got to be more than 325. Now this is why I'm going to get it onto a different rolling road, because I want to see what new power figures are, what a different dyno reads, and we're going to get some different numbers. But it feels so quick, I'm not going to lie, it does feel really, really quick, and it's a handful. It spins in 2nd, 3rd, I've even had it spinning in 4th. I might need some slightly better tyres, but they're not bad. The Yokohama's on there, and they've not been on there that long, so there's definitely a lot of power there. And like we said as well, the torque it's making is bang on, like 500 newton meters of torque, maybe just over. So it's making all the torque, and I think with that new tweak to the map, it's going to be making good power as well. I'm quite lucky that where I live there is an old airbase, so I've come over and I'm going to try and give you some drive-bys as well of the car. So I'm going to set the camera up and then do some flybys so you can see what it sounds like on the outside of the car. that sounds so good. Like, I wanted to do some drive-bys and some fly-bys for a while, and it's just trying to find time to come onto the base around work and life and whatever else, but that sounds absolutely amazing. But there we go, guys, there is the video that I wanted to do, and some of you have been asking for, what is it like to drive this car daily? What does it sound like inside the cabin, when you're cruising, when you're putting your foot down, when you're having some fun, and just with general daily driving? So hopefully you found that useful, and let me know in the comments, do you think it's actually as loud as you might have thought if you've seen the previous videos? It might be something that you're thinking, actually, it's quite a good setup, it's a cheap setup as well. Like I said in the previous videos, 360 quid for gaskets, the Tegiwa B pipe secondhand, and the sports cat is what I got everything for, and it sounds absolutely insane. So ultimately, what do you think? Do you think it's too much to live with? Go ahead, let me know in the comments box. Hopefully you've liked the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, keep supporting. Until next time, when we see you in the next one, peace out.